You tune in to Real Nation, man. Today we're gonna talk about this episode of the Breakfast Club. Y'all know I start my morning off with the Breakfast Club every morning, but today it got a little uncomfortable for Charlamagne because if y'all don't know, he's going through a few little issues. I mean, big issues because the rape and the Spanish fly and the jokes that he had years ago and all that. It came back to hunt him because he talked about it too much. He put it in his book. So now old girl is coming back like I wasn't a groupie. She basically saying, he raped her. She told the story. Charlemagne raped her from the story that she gave off. And he admitted he gave a girl a Spanish fly and, he raped her. So, I mean, he said it out of his own mouth. So this is Envy and Angela Yee, basically saying they would not stick with their friends if they friends done some off the wall stuff like molestation and rape and innocent killing. Y'all take a listen for yourself. Real Nation.
We're asking 800-585-1051. Do you stand by your friends regardless of anything? That is the question.
I don't know about regardless of anything, because if I have a friend who, domestic violence, rape, any of those things, that's not my friend anymore. Because now I'm going to look at you like you're not the person who I thought you were.
I mean, interesting conversation, because when you grow up in a certain environment, you have some friends who have done some nut-ass stuff. I have friends and family in jail for violent crimes, shootings, murders, robberies. Some of them maintain their innocence. Some accept what they did wrong and are doing their time, but that doesn't stop them from being my family or my friend. If you have an emotional connection with a person, you just do. So you may not agree with them, may hate what they did, but doesn't mean you hate them. And I also think when you get in a situation like that, you realize in life there are no villains, there are no heroes. People are just human beings. Like, think of all the parents in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Who have kids who have committed, these heinous crimes. Like, those kids don't stop being their kids. So I don't know. It's a complicated situation.
So basically, as you can see, it's already starting to get a little spicy because they already seeing two different views, because Charlamagne is saying, oh, well, people fuck up, but what I'm saying, what about the donkey of the day? What about, your stance on Bill Cosby and R. Kelly? You know what I'm saying? You got to think about that. You know what I'm saying? Charlamagne, so I think he stuck his foot in his mouth, on that part. So you could tell he a little like, yeah, you gotta forgive people, on that type time. But, it is true, you do gotta forgive to forget, whatever, I guess.
Situation.
I mean, you can't choose who your kids are, but you can choose who your friends are.
Yeah, it depends. I'm not holier than thou, but there's certain things I ain't effing with. Like, pedophile. I'm not messing
I don't
with
care.
pedophile. I don't care if you.
We're not friends.
I agree, 100%.
I mean, even family member. If I got a family member that's a pedophile, I ain't effing with you.
But I think you wouldn't F with that person, but you would still.
So this part is kind of funny because Charlamagne trying to put some shit in their head, like, you know what I'm saying? But you'll still be like, damn, for real, folks. Nah, motherfucker, see who you really is. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about that, buddy.
Feel a different way. You'd be like, damn, him, her.
Nah, I still wouldn't. I wouldn't mess with a rapist. I wouldn't mess with a pedophile. I wouldn't, I don't care if you're a family member. I'm not effing with you. You can't come out my house. I don't even want to speak to you on the phone.
Man, if you broke in somebody's house and executed them,
and certain
tied
murders,
them, I would be like, nope,
murders.
not messing with them.
If you ran up in somebody's crib and killed somebody, I wouldn't mess with you either. I wouldn't.
You don't have no friends from the hood that have ran up in somebody's house and killed somebody?
It's a beef. They going back and forth with somebody. But I'm just talking
that
about.
That don't make it right.
And I think
it don't make it right. But if y'all going back and forth and y'all have a beef and y'all in a gang, and I understand that's your street business. But if you just run up in a random person's house,
what's the difference though?
Yeah, look. Everybody knows somebody who done killed somebody. Everybody know a few people who done killed somebody. But at the end of the day, it's the difference when you got beef and when you just out here killing random kids, babies, and you know what I'm saying? That's a difference, Charlamagne. Don't act like you don't know the difference now, my brother. You feel me?
Serial pattern of doing something, I think
agree.
that's different than if there's a one-time situation that you're saying, well, it didn't happen like that, and you really feel like you know this person. But if this person has a pattern
Angela
of
Yee shot him like a little alley hoop on this one, because honestly, I'm a little biased about the situation too, because I love the Breakfast Club. But at the end of the day, at a certain age, you know what's right and what's wrong, and drugging women with Spanish fly and laughing about it, you feel me? That's wrong. 100%.
behavior, and you're like, damn, I really didn't know they was doing all
but the
that.
reason I say this is complicated because all of us are from a certain environment. Yes, the cases that we're talking about, pedophilia, rape, all that stuff, I agree. But we're not gonna sit here and act like we don't know shooters. And by the way, when we
Charlemagne is a smart man, so the fact that he keep going back to the shooters and stuff like that, it's kind of like he reflecting, bro. We know, and you know what I'm saying, when you from the hood, you see shit, you go through, you know what I'm saying, you see it. But at the end of the day, it's about respecting it, and it's about, do you accept it? Would you have those type of people around your kids, bruh? Like, that's all. It ain't about shooting. People know shooters. You know what I'm saying? That it ain't about that. But would you have your stealing cousin at your damn house is the question.
I think that's the key, Mitra. Like you don't have to have an opinion until you get all the facts of the situation.
Correct. And that's the truth too.
And I think that's the problem with our society. Like, we just all rush to pick a side and we don't even know the whole facts of a situation.
Right, and that's the same thing with Tory. You know what I mean? Everybody picked a side and we don't know the facts.
Like
we weren't in
I
that.
said, I've been watching The Breakfast Club every morning for about 9-10 years, bruh. For real. And like I said, I'm biased on the situation, but when I seen the Jessica Reed documentary, I was like, damn, Charlamagne, please don't go no more. Please don't. She went further. I was like, damn, like, that's really fucked up. Like, I seen past my bias. Like, you could tell she was really affected by the situation. Like,
Do you stand by your friend regardless? Now, you didn't answer, Charlamagne, do you?
What you mean? I did answer. I'm the only person here who did answer.
I did answer.
I
said no, I don't. Not regardless.
I said I think it's complicated because when you grow up in a certain environment, like, you have some friends who've done some nut ass stuff. Like, we all got friends and family, who've done violent crimes, shootings, murders, robberies. Some of them are in prison. Some of them still in the street. Some of them maintain their innocence when they're in jail. Some accept what they did wrong and they doing their time. But that don't stop them from being, your family or your friend.
I definitely have stopped talking to people because of things that they've done I was friends with.
Listen, I've also seen people in this industry be kicking it with folks and be saying, yo, that dude, they're crazy. He'll beat you up, or he robbed such and such, or he'll shoot you, yada yada yada.
But that's different than being friends with and like.
What a coincidence, because that's exactly how he started off his conversation about Kwame Brown. Y'all don't want to mess with him. His family crazy. Do. What goes around comes around, man.
But I only have an op if they're threatening me.
That's you.
I don't have these problems, so.
I just think that when you get in situations like this, you realize there's no villains and there's no heroes. People are just human beings.
No, there is, but there's certain people I'm just not standing next to. That's just me, and maybe that's the reason why I don't have that many friends, and I'm cool with it.
I think we all got shaky morals sometimes. That's why I can't stand on no moral high ground when it comes to any of this. I just can't.
Oh, I can. There's certain people I'm just not standing next to.
So I'm going to just stop it right there. If y'all want to catch this or watch this, go watch The Breakfast Club. It was this morning's episode, man. And Angela Yee said something at the 55-minute mark. She was like, she don't have time to be getting confronted or being put in nobody else's stuff about what they done in they personal time. She don't got time for it, and she not about to do it. Because y'all know people are trying to tear apart the Breakfast Club. Oh, let's protest, let's boycott the Breakfast Club. They don't have nothing to do with that, man. That's his problems. If y'all want to go after Charlemagne, go after what he accomplished himself. Don't go up, you know what I'm saying? Envy, he got a family, he got kids he got to take care of. Angela Yee, she got stuff she got to do for herself. So, you know what I'm saying? Why you gonna take out of their pockets and stuff for what they didn't do, which is understandable. And Envy at the 55-minute mark, like 55 or 56 something, somewhere around there, he basically said he don't care when you molested, when you raped, I don't want to be around you. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't fuck with it, man. So y'all tell me what y'all think this means for the Breakfast Club, like for the future of the Breakfast Club. I love the Breakfast Club. I ain't gonna say it no more. Y'all know how I feel about it already. So at the end of the day, man, what y'all feel about it? And do y'all think they gonna ride for him? Do y'all think they gonna snip, cut him off, find somebody else? What y'all think?